Hey guys, it's been a little while. I've been thinking it's time to get back to some Zero to Heroes. Today we're going to be doing another Barbarian run. I think Barbarian is currently doing very well in the meta, even after it did get nerfed a little bit, but it was mainly just what I believe to be an unintended interaction between Achilles Strike and the Blood Exchange. They nerfed both of these skills, instead of just breaking the interaction for some reason, which I disagree with. I don't know if these skills are particularly that strong on their own. It was just the broken interaction was stupid and never should have worked. But hey. Anyway, so we're going to be running Berserker, Robust, Savage, and Crush. I think these are some of the best perks for base kit Barbarian. Another good option is, of course, where is it? Iron Will. Iron Will, probably instead of Berserker, is, yeah, probably better in most scenarios, as long as you're actually fighting against some kind of magic user, whether that's Cleric, Wizard, Warlock, or some, Crystal Sword Fighter or something weird, but yeah. Anyway, the player base has dropped quite a bit since I first started playing this game. I'm really hoping soon with the new patch the new patch and wipe, which are announced for the 22nd, which is next Wednesday at the time of recording this. 22nd of November, of course. I'm hoping that brings a huge influx of players, and hopefully we can have a lot more fun in the dungeons. Aside from that, of course, we are in our base kit. We'll be going into Highroller after 2 low rollers. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, we are in. So, if you don't know, recently they have actually done supposedly some matchmaking changes. Now, I don't think they've actually said what this is exactly. Wait, I just one-shot that? That's crazy. Anyway, I don't think they've said exactly what this is, and I don't think people are exactly sure what this is. I have seen some people having ideas about how it's, things such as some kind of gear score, so if you go in with low gear, you're not going to be playing against many people with high gear, or ideally any. But I've also seen people queuing, pure base kit and still fighting against full purple and blue people, so this doesn't seem to be correct. Maybe some kind of skill-based matchmaking, which I guess maybe would kind of work. But also, with skill-based matchmaking, you can then just, do things such as reverse boosting, which is common in Call of Duty and things like that, where you just intentionally lose and die in order to lower your MMR so you can have an easier time with lobbies. Which I don't think is particularly the best system because of that, especially in not a ranked game. This isn't exactly meant to be a fully competitive game, right? It's meant to be a bit of a dungeon crawler. I can hear someone fighting the skeleton mage. I think it might be a warlock. I think I might have heard the Firewalker, or whatever that spell is. Yeah, I hear a Hellfire now, actually. But ever since they updated the Battle Axe, I feel like its attack animations are quite a bit better. I do wish they'd buff loot a bit more again. I hope that in the coming patch they up it a little bit. It's okay at the moment. It's not too bad. But I feel like it would just be healthier for the game if it was pretty easy to find, like, some usable greens for your kit. Or for your class. Which it feels like isn't... It's not the easiest thing to find, That's actually... This is space inefficient on the, inventory right now, but... This allows us to have all of our buffs, our protection part, our ale, and our 2... lots of Francisca axes. Basically, we're just keeping our inventory ready for combat rather than for maximum space efficiency at the moment. Someone has passed through here. They came in this way because the door opens the way that you open it, always. So you can kind of track where people have gone. So they must have gone this way. Or perhaps they just opened it and ran back. There's something. A fighter, perhaps? I'm going to pretend like I didn't see... Oh. Right, yeah, we didn't fight the centipede before the other centipede. This is awkward. I don't exactly want to fight this... I'll just try it. I think we will just try in this room. It should be okay, but with that fighter, it looked like at the end, gotta be careful. I'm running through the traps, but because the Barbarian's such a high damage class, it doesn't actually take too long. As long as it doesn't do this animation too many times, because this thing really slows down your kill time. As always, keep dodging. Get ready to see those purple bits from its mouth if it's going to shoot its poison. Well, I'm not entirely sure what hit me there. I think I actually stood on that purple bit. Let's pop a potion of healing, just heal up a little bit. Ooh, a ring. Yeah, pretty terrible for Barbarian. I guess the projectile reduction might help a bit. Will is a little bit of magic resistance, but a better weapon would be pretty ideal. Preferably a Viking sword. Honestly, the base... I heard someone stop. Yeah, someone's just up there. Let's go take a look. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. This rogue just ran at us and just prayed for the best. Didn't go the way he was hoping for, I don't think. Yeah, all of this is pretty terrible. He's got money for us, though. And let's also quickly grab the health shrine while we can. Yeah, I don't know. Biscuit Barbarian. I didn't even play that well. I missed a few attacks, which I shouldn't have missed. The thing is with Barbarian is you need the confidence to be able to just run at them and get in their face. Which most other classes in this game play very differently, because you can't really afford to just run at them and hope you can stat check them, because unless you're severely overgearing, you're probably gonna just lose and die. But Barbarian is just a whole different beast. But yeah, I think that's my biggest tip. I'm not the best Barbarian at all by any means, but my biggest tip for Barbarian is just play with confidence. This class allows you to play with such crazy levels of confidence just from the raw strength that it brings. But this could change quite... Hatchet's pretty terrible, to be honest. Ideally, I'm looking for a Viking sword. I guess we'll take it, just so we do have, like, a weapon to run people down a bit more effectively with if they're running away. I don't really like going into that room so much, so that's why I'm turning around and going into this one. I just don't like going into big open rooms, but unfortunately, with the way the zone is, either way, we're going to have to go into a pretty big open room. And what I was going to say was, we'll see how Barbarian does with the coming changes to it. I really dislike fighting against the ranged things as Barbarian. To be honest, we've got... Actually, we don't have amazing gold on us at all. But we could try and extract, maybe. Oh, that's a player back there. What is that? Rogue? Yeah, looks like the rogue's just going to take that extract. That's fine. Biggest issue for me in PvE with the Barbarian is absolutely ranged mobs. Ooh, I heard a door open. Ooh, just about couldn't get him with it. Alright, let's run. Okay. He can go up there. I'm going to take this potion of healing out. Just try not to let him hit those things on us for free. Hit him with that. He's going to do his running thing. Just try and dodge, duck and weave. Okay. Let's pop our rage here and let's get into his face. Ooh, the range is just a bit... There we go. Needed another hit on him there. Okay, we just peek in, hit him with a Francisca, he dies. Nice, not bad. But there you can see the issue with Barbarian, really. That guy was pretty easily just running around and kiting us. I didn't play it the best by any means. We will actually take that, that's probably better. We will actually take a blue pickaxe as well, why not? Now, we're just going to be looking for a portal. Okay, well, we didn't have to look very hard. Hopefully there's no players looking to just rat this portal. Well, there's that guy there. He looks like he's going to have trouble with that PvE for a little bit though, so I think we're okay to just leave. We are absolutely just going to take our money here. This guy had a little bit of gear. He had like a ring, 2 agility, blue recurve bow. Not too bad. Now, we actually got a pretty good amount of stuff from that. This is our gold after selling the trinkets. We got some throwables, which I always like. I prefer the Lightfoot boots, probably, for Barbarian. We're going to be saving most of this. Let's just put the candy corn away. We're not going to bother, like, counting that. So we've got this double axe from the weaponsmith. I actually do quite like the double axe. I think we're just going to buy this and try this for now. Trading right now is not in the best spot, so I think I'm just gonna mostly be playing from the vendors in this video. We'll stash the blue pickaxe, might be worth a little bit, I don't really know, but we're not going to be doing any mining, I don't think, here today, so that's not really a problem. So we're going to buy 3 health potions, 3 bandages, and with this, our med situation should be enough. We have 3 bandages, 3 potions of healing, a surgical kit, a campfire. That's pretty good. We also have a good amount of throwables, 3 Franciscas, an explosive bottle, 2 explosive bottles actually, an oil lantern. I think we will buy 1 more load of Francisca axes, and I think this will be the loadout that we're going to bring in with us. This is actually a bloody blue potion of protection, sorry, a junk one. One that the wizard starts with, so we're not even actually going to bother bringing that. So useless. Okay, we're on our second match. In my opinion, the best patch of Dark and Darker so far was the one where you could only bring blues into normal dungeons. And you... Let's pop these just in case. Ah, of course he hits us. I can't believe this guy lived from 2 hits. Honestly. Yeah. The one where the loot was pretty solid, so you could come in base kit and find yourself a pretty nice... Oh, I didn't stash the gold, but it's fine. No worries. Let's drop that hatchet as well. I do actually like the felling axe. Quite a lot. The only thing is, it does have low range, so against anything that wants to kite us, we're probably going to have to reuse the double axe, and anything that wants to just stand and fight us, we'll whip out the felling axe. The felling axe, if you miss, is brutal, but if you hit, it's insane. The DPS it puts out is crazy. Oh, Jesus, the homing. Unfortunately, with Barbarian, it feels like a lot of the time you have to drag mobs to somewhere where you can easily take them out. Unless you're willing to take a bit of damage, which you don't necessarily need to. But like here, we're going to have to bait out this cast, probably, to not get hit. This place is a pretty good spawn. There is pretty good amounts of gold just that spawns on these shelves. Sometimes you get a few useful potions as well. Potion of Invis is honestly quite nice as Barbarian. You can use it to cheese people quite effectively. Should probably pick that up just to see what it is, but right now trading feels so... I don't know why, but it feels like there's just... I guess it's because the player base is a bit too low at the moment to support the current trading system. But if you didn't see the dev Q&A, I would highly suggest going and taking a look at what they said, because quite a few changes that are coming for this game are looking pretty good. They're adding a full auction house. This is something I was trying to say in the first game as well. I'm not sure how Barbarian will fare next patch, as they're splitting... strength is no longer giving you that much health anymore. So you're not going to be loving strength as much as you were previously, because strength is going to be primarily damage, and then I believe it's constitution or vitality or something to that effect, which gives you most of your health pool in the coming patch. Don't ask me why I turned around, honestly. We would have been fine heading in there. This lever's for that room. It has some decent... I guess we probably should take it, but... Also, shrines have been heavily nerfed, if you're unaware. Like, nowadays, it feels like they're barely even worth picking up. They're just, like, slight boosts. It's probably better like this than the absolute powerhouse buffs that they were before. They were honestly way too strong. But... Someone just propped a spike trap. I wonder where that was. In here, we're probably going to have to deal with quite a few annoying PvE mobs, but it's okay. Honestly, let's probably whip out the Felling Axe for these things. Like, the attack speed on this thing is so fast for how much damage it puts out. The DPS is really crazy on the Felling Axe, but yeah. The range is low, and if you miss... let me just... well, I'll demonstrate after we've killed this. Or now. That is quite a punishing miss animation. Not really anything has such a punishing one in this game, except from the Felling Axe. The Skeleton Champion is going to be a little bit of an issue for us. We're not really going to be able to kill that. So, what could we do? We could go through here and just go the other way around. Yeah, looking at the zone, I think we'll do that. We'll take a little bit of zone damage, but that's fine. 1 damage. My pathing in this game has definitely not been very efficient at all. Let's actually head in here. I don't know why I didn't head in here for the first time. Now, as I said, I do generally prefer avoiding big open areas as the Barbarian. As... Horseman's Axe is pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean, I think it's actually pretty terrible right now, but we just need a one-handed weapon so we can actually run people down a bit more effectively. Actually, we'll just keep that equipped for now. We have it if we need it. But ideally, if we can avoid using it, that would probably be preferred. Now, there is another Barbarian in this lobby who's killed someone... Well, I guess it could be a fighter who's killed someone with a battle axe, but... It's more likely to be a Barbarian. Barbarian on Barbarian. Felling Axe is going to do work in Barbarian versus Barbarian. You just play aggressive, get in their face, and just repeatedly smash them with it. It really does just insane DPS. Hit I shouldn't really be taking there, but hey. It is what it is. That's what we bring the meds for. Seems like quite a few gold items spawning in here as well, actually. Damn, there's actually loads here, but our inventory is pretty full, so we can't really take most of this. Although the low value... these are really low rarity ones. These things, even though our inventory is full, it's not full of things that are useful. Oh, the quarterstaff is actually really nice as well. I think we will drop 2 greys for that 1 white. It's a pretty quiet run so far, this one. I'm wondering where all the players went. Well, I hear someone fighting a mimic up above. There's a ranger somewhere. Someone just got run into a ranger trap. Okay, well, here's the ranger. I actually don't know if we're ever going to catch this guy. I'm just going to shut the door and he can stay out there for now. What's this, Barbarian? I honestly couldn't believe that guy lived. Oh, he used War Sacrifice, which is why he killed himself. That's quite interesting. I was wondering why he dropped dead. I did hear as well, the ranger did walk in behind us again. So let's pop some meds while we can. I assume that guy was very low geared. I was confident there just in the weapon gap. The Felling Axe is just significantly stronger in those fights than the double axe that he was trying to use. He was using an interesting ability though, War Sacrifice. That's the one that like puts a... Oh. I hear someone just put a this guy up here just put a trap down, so that's going to be pretty awkward. I guess we can go for it. Let's just be careful of the trap. Ooh. Interesting. You know what? Let's just med up here. This is not exactly where I intended to go, but he's not gonna probably know that we're here. I'm hearing someone else over there as well to the north. Oh, he's flying another barbarian. Interesting. That's annoying. Okay. That was very, very close. 3 HP. Let's shot that. But yeah, 214 health, I think our health was right there. That's the power of the felling axe. Just get in there and hit him as fast and as hard as we can. Generally works really well. Oh, damn, the rubber band. I think we're okay. We're gonna get this surgical kit off. What? Is my game dying? Okay. Interesting, I guess. This guy had a felling axe, but he didn't, use it. Ooh, physical power legs. Those are pretty nice. This guy had so many Franciscus. Let's take the best Franciscus. Let's take his potions as well. Let's take the best green. Whatever the best, little bits of money he has is. I think at this point it's just 10 gold. Yeah, alright. We need to look for a portal. I did hear one really close. Yep, there. I always forget about that bloody trap there. I do think this barbarian that died to the dot had another surgical kit for us. I'm kind of... I'm a bit worried our portal might get taken, but I think we're okay. No, he did not. What did this guy have? Whatever. Let's just get out of here. Another 95 gold there from trinkets. Let's just sell this candy corn. Another 16 extra gold. We have pretty good gold here and a pretty good kit, to be honest. I think we'll store this double axe and just stop counting it for now. This felling axe, and we want a one-handed weapon. Now, unfortunately... the horseman's axe is just really bad, so is the hatchet. You definitely want a Viking sword if you're going with... for a one-handed weapon on Barbarian, which I think in most situations you do want a one-handed weapon on Barbarian. It's mainly just for people who are going to run away and try and kite you, just so you can actually put some good damage on them, whilst having a bit more movement speed. Quite a bit more in certain situations. But yeah, the Horseman's Axe does less damage and slows you more. The hatchet is an offhand, so you can't use it with a lantern, and also just does very low damage. I think the balancing for these is off because of axe specialization. When this used to be +5, I think it was actually pretty good to bring this along with the little one-handed axes, whether that's a hatchet or a horseman's. Horseman's was better, but hatchet was okay as well. But that's not really an option anymore, so let's take a look in the leathersmith, see if we can get anything that's any good. Although we do actually have these 3 physical power. Knowledge does, I think, basically nothing for us, but I suppose we're mainly looking for boots. Ah yeah, loose trousers. I really love the agility that you get from loose trousers, only a 3 movement speed penalty, but 3 physical power I think is just going to be too effective for us to actually willingly give up. So it looks like from our vendors there's almost nothing of value. I think because of that, I will actually have to do some trading, unfortunately. Let's see what we can grab. We don't have a huge amount of gold here. Let's actually just count this. So we have 180 gold here and a few extra things we could sell if we do need. So let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to be using 50 gold from our stash, just so he actually trades it. He's probably not going to trade it for 8 sacks of 10 gold. But, you know, it's the same, basically. I believe we have 100 gold left now. So, we probably can't get anything too good with this, but we're going to take a look maybe for a cape or potentially just some jewelry. Some jewelry probably would be better. And for 100 gold, we're going to pick up this 2 agility, 3 movement speed neck. It's not amazing, but it's okay. So yeah, this is the kit we're going to be going into Highroller with. Yeah, it's not great. It's not too bad, though. I've gone into Highroller with worse than this. Again, about the fee, we're going to be going in Highroller no matter what, so we could have had 2 runs where we accomplished basically nothing, and we would have gone into Highroller. It's not about getting the Highroller gold, it's about getting the gear for this series and going into Highroller with what we can get pretty easily, you know? Okay, we are in Highroller. Now, the lobby, there was a very big, like, range of people who are in here. Oh, really? I thought it would die from that. There is a very, very geared cleric. We're talking 45% PDR with very high damage stats. Playing Smite Cleric. And I think there's also a base kit fighter. I didn't actually inspect him, so it could be like just the base items, but they're higher tier, but it definitely looked like he was just pure base kit. And aside from that, there was like a fighter who was a bit geared. Nothing too insane. You had like a few blues, a few greens. Not too crazy. If you're wondering why I use those on PvE, it's because it increases your hit point pool, effectively giving you damage reduction for like when your health goes back down from the temporary decreases. You're effectively at a higher health pool, so you basically gain a little bit of effective health if you use things like that. The market feels so weird at the moment. It feels like there's very little mid-tier gear. Everything is like, you know, multiple keys or like 30 gold. It feels like there's very little in between. That's just my experience though, I don't know. Could just be the time. But yeah, I really like the Felling Axe. Ooh. Oh, hey, a lantern. Magical healing. Useless for us, but hey. 2 agility. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. A blue flute. I think we'll just drop that. Franciscas. Can never be mad about getting more Franciscas as a barbarian. And yeah, I did read the comments. People were saying that I do not smash boxes at all in Highroller. Yeah, you're right. I kind of just ignore it. Some of this stuff, like, could be really good. Man, that is, like, pretty disappointing. Those could have been pretty good, but they're just kind of terrible. A Shadow Mask's okay. They're terrible for us, anyway. It'd be okay for, like, a wizard or something. But, yeah. I will admit, my looting's a bit of a weak point, especially when, oh, we actually have, like, quite a lot of good stuff. This is a lot of money already. Especially when I'm trying to talk. Like, I'm trying to, you know, at least provide commentary on what I'm doing. You know what? We could pretty easily get an upgrade. So let's see. You know, that's not too bad. I think we will take that. True magic damage just doesn't help us, like, at all, so. Honestly, we probably should have stacked up on more meds. We're running quite low on meds. God. Taking pretty unnecessary damage. And it's not what you want to do when you have low amount of meds like us. We might have to do a little bit of resting just to catch up on health a little bit. I wish they did buff the healing from resting a little bit. It was good that they... I think the change where they buffed getting your spells back from resting was a good change. Especially as it kind of nerfed the super geared buff ball playstyle. Ah, God. Yeah, really bad to be taking this much free damage. I've took so much, but... yeah. I'll admit, that's one of my weak points as a barbarian. Taking range damage, I'm just really bad at taking range damage. I should probably learn the, like, actual attack patterns on how to dodge them properly, but... I haven't yet, I guess. I do feel like I have pretty good success on the barbarian, though, overall. Although, I suppose, as I said, I do believe barbarian right now is quite overpowered. As long as you play with confidence. even confidence that, like, you should have no right to have, but, like, things such as, like, I played a solo Zero to Hero Barbarian kit when I was not, recording, and I came up against a very geared rogue and a very geared warlock, and both of them died, and I walked out of there with, like, 2 full sets of gear on me. It was really crazy. Although the warlock was a melee warlock, he didn't really try and cast spells and kite me, which, if he did, I almost certainly would have died to him. Just because of the gear difference was so big. But yeah. Now, that's actually... it's not really good. It's kind of okay. I guess we'll take it. Maybe we can sell it for like 50 gold. 1 slot of 50 gold is not bad. Let's play to the south, I hear that. Nightmare Goblin. Ooh, missed. 1 hit. Right. It's the cleric. That cleric is very, very geared, and I do not think we are going to have a good time fighting that guy, so I think we're going to try and avoid him if we can. Although I feel like with how the zone is, we're probably going to end up having to fight him. Okay, I managed to dodge that one at least. Let's shot that. Although, we are going to be loud, so he's probably going to hear us and try and chase us. It's going to be hard for us to dodge him. Normally I'm down to fight, but I just don't think we stand a chance against that guy. This is the skeleton champion in here. So someone's procced this. Ouch. Okay, yeah, that would be the guy who procced it. Right, interesting. This might be a bit painful for us. How are we going to get away from this? I don't think we're going to be able to do anything well here. I really don't know how we're going to get away from this. I don't think we're going to, is the answer. Right. If there's any way, we're going to have to, like, cross through here. Avoid this skeleton archer in here. Couldn't shut the door in time. Fuck, can I stop bouncing off this spider? What's it doing? Right. We can try and campfire. Maybe get some health back, go back in there and challenge them. Zone's probably going to be coming in soon. It's a wizard, I hear. Now let's just pray none of the mobs aggro on us. We'll sit down for this entire campfire, get as much health back as we can. I don't think we're going to get as much health back as I'd like. Okay, well we're about half. Which might be workable. Okay, let's avoid those. What's that down there? That's a nightmare bloody thing. Nightmare goblin, mate. I think we're just gonna have to... Nah, we just can't. Yeah, damn. Unfortunate. Wizard
is a pretty easy matchup for Barbarian, relatively, but not in that scenario. Not when I'm half health, because all of a sudden that takes away my only advantage, right? My best chance was just going to be getting out of here and taking the reset. We didn't have enough meds. We took too much damage from the range things. There's an argument to be made. Maybe I should start using things like Francisca's and the oil lanterns on PvE. Possibly. I also took way too much damage from the Skeletal Champion, but I'm not really sure how I could have avoided taking that damage whilst having the Rogue so close. Because him just existing applies pressure to us, right? We would have had pretty good money if we were able to extract there, but I think, honestly, we did what we could, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes you just get into too much action, and unfortunately you're going to die one way or another. Definitely could have played it better. Not saying I played it perfectly at all. Absolutely not the case. But, hey, are they both just accepting that they're... Interesting. Well, it didn't go as I would have liked, but you get some experience and you get your practice in, so it is what it is. If you guys enjoyed watching, I'd appreciate subscriptions and likes massively. Almost at 500 subscriptions, which is huge. Thank you very much for that. There'll be more coming, including different types of videos. I'm hoping to do maybe some loadout kind of builds, and I'm really looking forward to the new patch. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.